People love believing in things that are not real. Just reloading my previous sound bites. Perfection is not a real thing that exists within real life. Yet so many people chase it. If the record can be beat, the record is not perfect. Every fact can be disproven. Every accomplishment can be contested. Every victory can be usurped. 2019 reality has brought just more repeats of the same events that have happened in history over and over and over again. It's because we as individuals expect perfection from the world around us. MGTOW men want the perfect love. Feminist women want the perfect man. Parents want the perfect kids. Workers want the perfect career. Wealthy people and immigrants want the perfect life. But the cost of the perfect love cost you your happiness for an extended period of time, made men cynical, nihilistic, dark. The cost of the perfect man cost you your virginity, your cleanliness, your soul. The cost of the perfect kids cost you your children's care and respect for you. Your children hate and despise your very being. The cost of the perfect career cost you your best friends that were down for you, and you can never get them back. The cost of the perfect life is costing millions of middle-class people and the working poor their very lives. Blood is being shed on the streets for your perfect love, your perfect man, your perfect kids, your perfect career, your perfect life. And these are the same people that so-called believe in a quote, unquote, perfect God. Yet and still there has never been an instance of perfection personified in your history. And I'm not talking about the history of the world. Because remember, the history of the world doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, the history of the world doesn't exist anymore. Only the effects of the past still last. What matters is your history from conception to condition 4. No man, woman, corporation, or government should have the ability and willingness to kill. People always pursuing the perfect at the cost of greatness. What does one truly gain if they make it to the mountaintop only to be frozen to death on the peak? You've gained nothing. That's the cost of pursuing the perfect at the cost of greatness. You gain nothing. Pursuing things that are not real obfuscates your own limitations, and it centralizes your energy on failure. To pursue perfection is to pursue failure. The locus of the human being was never meant to be perfect. Immigrants think that America is the perfect land of opportunity. It's not perfect. And the cost of their perfect ideology of America costs taxpayers their jobs, puts them out on the street, homeless, MGTOW men want the perfect love. Guess what? Love doesn't exist. Your family and friends care for you and support you financially and socially, but that is not love. Love doesn't exist. And it's not me being nihilistic. People misconstrue fidelity and loyalty for love. People also misconstrue attraction for love. Now, support, caring, fidelity, and loyalty, and physical attraction does exist. These are all emotional traits. However, love is just another ideology similar to perfection. Love and perfection are not SMART. It's not specific. It's not measurable. It's not achievable. It's not relevant. And it's not time critical. It's not smart. Many people have died pursuing these things. Perfection and love. Religions were built on it. Institutions implemented it, and foolish ones fell for it. Once again, they fell for things that are not real. How do I change the world's idealistic thinking from the static thought of everything being black and white to having people understand context and nuance? The evidence is all around you. All of the bad shit you see on the media and through government force of attrition and crime, all of it is just people pursuing the perfect, just coveting and stealing without consideration of the effort of others. That is perfection to a criminal, stealing the effort of the dedicated. My message to you is this: stop chasing the perfect. Instead, work to earn greatness. Be in competition with yourself. You are your greatest competition. Your laziness is your greatest competition. Your complacency is your greatest competition. We are not competing against one another. If one cannot better themselves, how can they guide others to greatness? They can't. This is why we cannot ask the external world to solve our internal problems. The world relies too much on the perfect love, the perfect man, the perfect kids, the perfect career, and the perfect life. All external things. Trying to control the free will of others. If no God can control the free will of others, what makes you think you can? Instead of picking up a gun, pick up a book. Instead of fucking these hoes, learn a skill. Instead of buying drugs, get a useful hobby. Instead of doing things that have no intrinsic value to you, do something that is going to challenge you on a personal and intimate level. If you have to make mistakes in life, that's fine. Just don't get married. Marriage is financial debt, which creates living hell and accelerates condition 4. For those who have kids, don't force your legacy on your child. Let your child decide what their future is going to be. And this is where parents fail, because they are externally forcing their idealistic views onto their children. Now, most parents can't outlive their children, which means the children will have to decide on their own, regardless of what you want. How does a man achieve greatness? Simple. Discipline yourself. You, my listener, must learn to restrict yourself from vices until your set goal is accomplished. Restrict your hedonism until your personal mission each day is accomplished. It's not about gratification. It's about being more incredible than you've ever been in your life through controlling your immature self. The immature self is your emotional self, preventing you from your greatness. Always remember, the answers lie within. Lord, overlay.